All right, so welcome back. In this video, we are going to be going through some example problems from sections 3.1 to 3.3. That's part of your review for your upcoming assessment. So let's start with one example. So in this example, it says find the value of the missing angle, and it gives us a set of parallel lines, and we know they're parallel because they have the red arrows saying that, hey, these two lines are parallel, with the transversal cutting through. So we have special angle relationships. Either angles created from a transversal on parallel lines are congruent or they're going to be supplementary. Over on the left-hand side, I have a list of all congruent relationships. If you have vertical angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, or corresponding angles, all of those are going to be congruent. Likewise, we have some angles that are going to be supplementary, meaning they add up to 180 degrees. So we have same side interior angles, same side exterior angles, or what we call linear pairs. It's just angles that are right next to each other. So I'm just going to jot that down. Next to each other. So looking at the diagram, I'm just going to highlight where I see my angles. Okay, so I'm trying to find the question mark. So either it's going to be congruent or it's going to be supplementary. So we need to establish what the relationship between that 100 and the question mark is. Well, I notice that they're both inside my parallel lines. So I can automatically cross out same side exterior because they're inside. I can cross out alternate exterior again because they're outside, or because they're inside the set of parallel lines. I can tell that they're not vertical angles because they're not above each other. I know they aren't corresponding because they're both within my set of parallel lines, and corresponding I have to have one inside and one outside. Well, they can either be a linear pair, but are they next to each other? I don't think so. So now I have to choose between whether they're alternate interior or same side interior. And to do that, we look at the transversal. Are they on the same side of the transversal or on opposite sides or alternate sides? Well, it means that they're not on the same side. Therefore, we have to say that it's an alternate interior angle, which means that the question mark has to be 100 degrees because they're congruent. And that's how we deduce what the angle relationship is. Once you have the angle relationship, you can then determine whether they're congruent or supplementary. All right, cool, sweet. Nice job. Here we go. So in this example, it says solve for x. And again, we have a set of parallel lines and a transversal cutting through. I'm going to draw over the transversal. So now we can deduce a few things. I see that I have both of my angles are inside the set of parallel lines, and I see that they're on the same side of the transversal. Well, they're on the same side inside, meaning that they are same side interior. Okay, they're same side interior, which means that they are going to be supplementary. I'm going to abbreviate supplementary, meaning they add up to 180 degrees. So I take my first angle, 4 plus 16x. I add it to my second angle, 14x minus 4. And since they're supplementary, they have to add up to 180. Well, I have some like terms. I have 16x plus 14x. That's going to give me 30x. I have 4 minus 4. That's going to give me 0. So guess what? They actually cancel out. So I have 30x is equal to 180 degrees. To solve for this, I divide by 30 on both sides, and I get that x is equal to 6. Great job, folks. Nice job. All right, let's keep it going. In this example, it says find the interior angle sum of the polygon. So I'm trying to see what the total measure of this shape is. So of all the angles combined, right? Sum means total. So what I need to do is I need to count how many sides we have. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So n is going to be 10. The number of sides is 10. So we have 10 sides. I'm going to go back to my general formula to find the total sum. That's the number of sides minus 2 times 180. Well, I know that n is 10. N is 10. I'm a poet, you didn't even know it. So now we do 10 minus 2, which is 8. 8 times 180 will then give us the total. And 8 times 180 is 1,440 degrees. Nice, nice, nice. Let's keep it going, doing so well. In this example, it says find the measure of one interior angle of the regular polygon. Now it's saying it's a regular polygon, which is good, because that means that all angles are going to be equal. So just like we did before, we need to figure out how many sides the angle has, pardon me. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at that, 10 again. N is equal to 10. We have 10 sides, right? So now we need to find the total first. So we're going to go back to our equation, n minus 2 times 180. That would give me the total, but I want to figure out for how many is 1. So I have to divide by the number of sides. Again, if we're saying that n is 10, it's going to be 10 minus 2 times 180 over 10. We can simplify this down. We know that 10 minus 2 is 8. We have 8 times 180 over 10. We know that 8 times 180 is 1,440. That's going to be over 10. So now we divide that out and we get 144 degrees. That means that one of the angles is going to be 144 degrees, and each individual angle will be 144 degrees because it's a regular polygon. That means that all angles are going to be equal. So again, in this setup, we found the total value of the degrees, and then we divided by the number of angles, because number of angles, number of sides are the same. So we divide by the total number of angles to find one angle. All right, folks, great job. Let's keep it up. We have one more that I want to go through. This one says find the value of one exterior angle of the regular polygon. Well, I see exterior, and I know that that's equal to 360 degrees. I also see that it says a regular polygon. So that means that all angles are equal. So what I want to do is I want to count how many angles there are, and I can do that by counting the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. This has 5 sides. So what I can do is I can take this value of 360, which is my total exterior angle, and I'm going to divide it by the number of sides, because that means that's going to be 5 exterior angles that are equal to each other. So we do 360 divided by 5, and we get a whopping total of 72 degrees. That means that each exterior angle of this pentagon is going to be 72 degrees. All right, folks, great job today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, but you're doing so well. So proud of you. I couldn't be more proud. Have a great day, folks.